Nederburg was established in 1791 by Philippus Wolfhard, who was granted 49 hectares of land near Paarl, on which he started to grow grapes. Since then, Nederburg has become one of the leading producers of quality South African wines. Razvan, you grew up in Romania and your father was a prominent winemaker. So you grew up in the winemaking tradition.
Yes, the first actually to have vineyards, to own vineyards and to make wine in our family was my grandfather and my grandmother on my father's side. And then my father, yes indeed, a well-known winemaker, researcher, author of numerous books and wine publications. My mother as well, a researcher, viticulturist. My sister, also a winemaker, and it runs in the blood, I would like to believe. We grew up in the winelands, and that's what we know from little in our house. Yeah.
And where did you start in South Africa?
Well, I started in South Africa in 1994, a magical year for South Africa. Nelson Mandela became president, and the country suddenly opened, you know, towards the world, towards what is the international wine community as well. And I've started here in Paarl as a young winemaker. My first permanent job, though, was in 1997 as assistant white winemaker for Stellenbosch Farmers Winery.
But it was here in South Africa that you proved yourself adept in making white, red and noble late harvest wines.
Most of my professional career took place and takes place in South Africa. And yes, I had my European experience. As I said, our parents taught us a lot about the trade of winemaking and viticulture, but my real experience I gained here in South Africa.
I want to come back to your father. They say when the Romanians hear the family name Macici, they immediately think of him as the maker of noble late harvest wines.
Yes, noble late harvest wines. It's interesting how my career as a winemaker was influenced by the dessert or the noble late harvest wines. Indeed, my father is very well known and was very well known in Romania for making wonderful dessert wines from Romanian native varieties. And then obviously here at Nederburg we had Günther Brusel, the legendary cellar master, who in 1969 produced the first noble late harvest of South Africa, the Nederburg Edelkür. And later on the Nederburg Eminence. Obviously Nederburg's name being strongly linked with dessert wines and noble late harvest. So it seems to be the leitmotif of my career. Yeah.
The prize for the Diners Club Winemaker of the Year is an overseas study trip. Where would you like to go?
I'm planning to go probably to the north of Italy, include Tokai. I would like to take my wife with and to show her some of the wonderful regions in that part of the world. Let's see. Let's wait first and don't get too excited yet.
Tradition and talent, blended with passion, precision and patience, are the watchwords of Razvan Macici of Nederburg.